Hey, what's up, zoners? Today, we're going to be helping each other figure out which wide receivers should be in our starting fantasy lineup. That means we've got the best 5 and the worst 5 wide receiver quarterback matchups for week 7. We have a wide receiver, man, that was drafted in the first round. He has not been targeted at all over the last 3 weeks. He has barely had over 30 yards, dude, for like the last 2 weeks. Guess what, man? He's going to pop off this week. He's got a top 3 cornerback matchup. We also have a wide receiver that was drafted like in the 3rd round. We've been waiting for this guy all season long to do something with his life, man. Well, guess what? It's not going to happen again. Stick around for that. I am also going to be naming my pass funnel and run funnel defenses at the end of the show. That is super important because these are the defenses that sell out to stop the run and give up a lot of passes, or vice versa. Let's start off with the best matchups, man. And right off the bat, A.J. Brown came back last week, dominated. He's going to be shadowed by the Giants' worst cornerback, Deonte Banks. So A.J. Brown only running 61% of routes right now, coming off that injury. That will be up to 85% sooner than later. 0.73 fantasy points per route run. That is better than elite neighbors, dude. That is elite. Do not expect that to be that high. But again, man, as he runs more routes, that number will go down. He will be more involved. And then Deonte Banks, man, he's allowing 0.39 fantasy points per route run. That is the second highest rate in the NFL for cornerbacks. A.J. Brown is going to kill it this week. And then next up, dude, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Like I said, dude, he has he has not had more than 45 yards in the last 2 games. If he has not had the 3 touchdowns he's had in each of the last 3 games, people would be losing their shit. You'd be hearing about people trying to trade him away. What should I do with Amon-Ra St. Brown? Well, this is the week for him. I'm surprised that his route percentage is not higher. But again, dude, Jameson Williams, Sam Laporta, there are so many weapons on this team. So he is not being asked to do everything like he used to be. Like, it used to be like over 90% route run. Now he's down to 80. 0.65, dude, that's better than elite neighbors. That is super elite. That is one of the highest in the NFL. So he's making the most out of his opportunities. He's just not getting those opportunities. And now he's going against a pass funnel defense, man. Minnesota, they stop the run no matter what, and they allow a lot of passing yards. So right here is a great matchup. We want to start Amon-Ra St. Brown and feel good about it. He's going against Minnesota's worst cornerback, man, giving up 0.38 fantasy points per route run. That is great. And then next up, Deonta Johnson, number 3. Dude, I've been trying to trade for Deonta Johnson for 3 weeks, and nobody will do it, even though I do want to say, the owner of Deonta Johnson does not value him as much as I do. I just don't have the wide receivers to give him back in return. So that's why I cannot get it done. But anyways, dude, 82% route run. I'd like to see that higher for that PPR wide receiver. But still, 0.48. That is good. That is not elite. He is good in that category, but that's 2 games with fucking Bryce Young, dude. So you can't hold that against him. He's going against Washington's worst cornerback. Sign me up, dude. I am sold. Benjamin St. Justy, I bring him up every single week, dude. And so he is continuing to do bad. 0.36 fantasy points per route run. So Deonta Johnson should be a smash this week. And then here we go, dude. Talk about another pass funnel defense. Jordan Addison's going against Detroit. Detroit stops the run, dude. You cannot run against Detroit, but you can pass. So look for Minnesota to throw the ball a lot this week. I'm looking for Sam Darnold. He has not been throwing the ball more than like 28 times a week. He will throw the ball 38 times, maybe even more this week. So Jordan Addison coming back. The way that they throw the ball right now, they are spreading around. I love Jordan Addison. I'd like to see this number in the 80s, his route participation numbers. 0.42, that is good. That is not elite. But again, dude, he gets to go against Detroit's worst cornerback on a pass funnel defense. There should be tons of opportunity for him. Dude, Carlton Davis giving up 0.36, same as St. Justy. So yeah, two good matchups there. And then here we go. Something Drake London, man. I am not convinced. I know Seattle has a lot of injuries going on, but to me, Seattle's defense was so good over the first 3 weeks. I'm like, shit, is it going to continue to be like this? As long as people are injured, I guess it will be. But still, like I said, 4 of their defensive linemen are on the IR, for God's sakes, and that's not helping out the back end. But Drake London's been coming on as of late. He's getting up there, man. Almost at 85% route participation. That's what I'd like to see. 0.53 fantasy points per route run. That is very good, not elite. He's getting up there, and he gets Seattle's cornerback Trey Brown, who's given up 0.35. That is their worst cornerback. Again, dude, that defensive line's so bad. I would not be surprised if they just run the shit out of the ball right here. But still, great matchup for Drake London. So that was AJ Brown, Amon, Deontay Johnson, Jordan Addison, and Drake London. That's the 5 best cornerback matchups for Week 7. All right, moving on to the worst matchups. This guy, people have been trying to trade me Courtland Sutton for my Jonathan Brooks, like 3 different ways, dude. Courtland Sutton for my Tracy Jones Jr. Back the fuck off, dude. You ain't getting him. Homie, don't play that. All right, here we go. Courtland Sutton is their only wide receiver, and he is only running 74% routes percentage, whatever I'm trying to say. You understand what I'm saying, man. So he's blocking a lot. He's not running a ton of routes. That is not good in that offense. He is only scoring 0.32 fantasy points per route run. That is not great. And he's going against Marshawn Lattimore. You saw what he just did against Evans. So he's healthy. He's still Marshawn Lattimore. And he is, dude, giving up, he's one of the best lockdown cornerbacks right now in the league, giving up 0.12 fantasy points per route run. So Courtland Sutton not running a ton of routes, not doing great on fantasy points per route run, going against Marshawn Lattimore, almost unstartable to me. Then Darnell Mooney, man, has been helping out a lot of people. Look at his route percentage. Holy shit, 90%. He's been running a ton of routes, even more than Drake London, man. 0.41, that is good. That is not great. And he gets Woolen. I'm pretty sure Woolen was injured before last game. So I guess they expect him to be back this game. Woolen is an amazing cornerback, one of the best in the NFL. 0.13. Look for Darnell Mooney to have a tough time maybe against Seattle. But again, dude, that defensive line is so banged up. He might be okay. But again, temper your expectations. And then here we go, dude. Ooh, Brandon Aiyuk. Only at 80% route participation still. This number was bad like 3 weeks ago, and I gave him a pass because he was still getting used to it. Dude, it has not been getting better. 0.32 fantasy points per route run. That's, that's okay, I guess. That's not great. And now he's going against Kansas City's, best cornerback? So, yeah, Kansas City's defense, they allow like 7 points a game in general. So this is not good at all. Brandon Aiyuk, the odds are not with him this week. Then Devonta Smith, man, I've been looking his direction. I've been trying to trade for him. He only got 4 or 5 targets this last game where AJ Brown went off. 85% route participation. That is great. 0.53. That is very good. And so, dude, Devonta Smith, if I could trade for Devonta Smith, I would. And now he gets the Giants. Best cornerback pretty much. Yeah, the Giants' best cornerback. Andrew Phillips, 0.15. I know there's a cornerback that gets mentioned every time I watch a Giants game. He is doing very well. It's got to be Andrew Phillips, right? I like the way you spell Andrew there, dude. And then let's see. So that was Courtland Sutton, Mooney, Aiyuk, Devonta Smith. One more. Let's go down to, I guess, Jameson Williams. But I do want to preface this. The Vikings are a pass funnel defense. So even though Jameson Williams has a bad matchup against Shaquille Griffin, holy shit, yeah, he's got a bad matchup, dude. So he's going against the Vikings' best cornerback. But again, he should get plenty of opportunities. He should get like 7 or 8 targets. So for Jameson Williams in this position, I still like him as a flex, even with the 5th worst cornerback matchup that I can think of this week for starters. All right, let's talk about our pass funnel and run funnel defenses that we can take advantage of. So these are the defenses that, maybe give up the second fewest points to running backs, but will give up the second most points to wide receivers. So we want to start all of our pass catchers and quarterbacks against the pass funnel defenses, and then run funnel is the opposite, man. They sell it to stop the pass, so you can just run all day long against them. So the pass funnel defenses right now, Baltimore Ravens, man. So start Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Baker Mayfield should be amazing this week. And then, dude, Minnesota Vikings, holy shit. They just want to stop the run all day long. Look for Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, maybe even though he's got that bad matchup. And do not start, Gibbs and David Montgomery are going to have down weeks this week. Gibbs likely to do better because he is the pass catcher there. And then, dude, Detroit Lions, they're both run funnel defenses. They both stop the runs. Take the under on rushing yards, dude, in the Minnesota Vikings versus Detroit Lions. So, again, Sam Darnold, Justin Jefferson should be great. Jordan Addison. Houston Texans are borderline. So Jordan Love should be awesome. All right, everybody, that is the show. If you did like this episode, please give me a thumbs up. That sends me off to a ton more people. And that is exactly what this show needs. So hopefully I earned that thumbs up. Hopefully I earned a subscription, man. Hey, we have our starts of the week coming out a day after this day. And then we have our live drinking episode, which is awesome. You know, ask us questions. We're here for you. And hey, man, this is the Fantasy Red Zone, and we appreciate you.